Get ready for an incredible journey. In this video, we'll explore 11 crucial aspects you should consider removing from your life quietly. We invite you to join us on this transformative path, share your thoughts on each topic, and stay with us until the end of the video. A journey of learning and growth awaits you. The next few moments are your chance to deeply reflect and better understand who you are. We believe the lessons we're going to share will enlighten and change your life. Let's dive in. 1. Letting go of toxic people. When dealing with individuals who hurt you, there's no need to explain yourself to them. Avoid engaging in complaints, arguments, or confrontations over someone's negative behavior. If someone you once considered a perfect friend has disrespected and hurt you, it's better to move on without seeking justifications. Stay calm and rational, focusing on your own growth. There may come a time when that person will need you and seek your support. In that moment, simply saying no is enough. If you need to explain your reasons, do so. If this person failed to show character and broke your trust, you're not obligated to help them. So, there's no need to get into conflicts or fights. The best course is to quietly remove that person from your life, as time will show the consequences of their actions. Focus on taking care of yourself and let the future reveal what's best for both of you. When we allow ourselves to move forward without the need to explain or justify our choices, we are showing deep respect for ourselves and our boundaries. It's important to remember that we're not obligated to associate with people who harm us or fail to value us. Each of us deserves to be treated with respect and appreciated for who we truly are. Thus, by choosing to quietly remove those who hurt us from our lives, we're making a brave decision for our emotional well-being and personal growth, allowing us to move towards a more authentic and fulfilling life. 2. Abandoning unnecessary goals. There will be times when you realize the importance of making choices, acting in a certain way, or staying true to your own path. Sometimes, you'll need to abandon certain goals to prioritize the path that aligns best with your essence. It's completely normal for this to happen, as we don't always achieve everything we plan, and at times it's necessary to give up some things in favor of others. However, it's important to silently eliminate these unnecessary goals without broadcasting your moves to the whole world. Don't leave clues or loose information, as this could reveal your main strategy. Be smarter in this process, quietly removing less important goals and making gradual changes in your life. As the cards are laid out on the table, always proceed with discretion, protecting your plans, and allowing your decisions to be guided by authenticity, seeking the path most aligned with who you are. 3. Managing relationships discreetly. It's crucial not to share intimate details or reasons behind the end of a friendship or relationship. The intimacy shared belongs only to you and the other person involved, and others don't need to know the reasons. Nobody has the right to know about fights or terrible situations, as this can only lead to gossip and make the situation more complicated. If you feel the need to talk, have a conversation with yourself and reflect on what happened. The urge to share might indicate that there are still unhealed wounds. Therefore, regardless of the situation, the appropriate action is to analyze these behaviors quietly without sharing with others. If you have a problematic relationship in your life, it's important to remove it without broadcasting the news to other people. Keeping these matters private and dealing with the issues internally will aid in the acceptance and healing process. Preserve the privacy and dignity of all parties involved, and take care of your emotional well-being with wisdom and discretion. 4. Managing tension discreetly. During periods of tension, avoid raising your voice in front of others and control your display of excessive frustration or anger. If you're upset, redirect that feeling towards actions that yield beneficial results. Use that energy as a driving force to advance your life goals and train your body to handle stress. Contain your emotions, reflect on them, and redirect the accumulated energy into something that strengthens you. However, proceed with caution and discretion, as losing control can expose vulnerabilities during tense moments. Aim to dissipate this tension discreetly by resolving issues, fulfilling responsibilities, and using reasoning as your ally. Avoid broadcasting your difficulties. Instead, value what and who is already in your life, cultivating gratitude. Find a way to relieve emotional pressure quietly, seeking internal balance and healthier approaches to facing challenges. 5. Keeping judgments to yourself. Avoid sharing your judgments about others. In fact, You shouldn't even harbor such opinions in your consciousness. Seriously consider what image you are projecting when you speak ill of someone. You could have an interesting dialogue or enrich the conversation, but instead choose to spoil the atmosphere just to vent your negativity about that person. Please don't do that. Don't go around declaring who you like or dislike. Learn to be diplomatic. If you don't like someone, it's possible to distance yourself from them or try to maintain a tolerable coexistence and always act intelligently. If there's a problem with that person, try to talk, dialogue, and seek a consensus. However, these opinions and judgments you have about others should be immediately discarded. No matter if you like or dislike someone, always act diplomatically, showing yourself capable of adapting to the environment, changing, and interacting regardless of differences with other people. Maintain a respectful and empathetic posture in your interactions, and this will contribute to a more harmonious environment and healthier relationships with others. 6. Stopping comparisons. Constantly comparing yourself to others can negatively impact your emotional well-being and hinder your personal growth. Each person has their own path, achievements, and successes that should be valued without reference to others. The harmful habit of comparing our lives to others lowers our self-esteem as we risk falling into the trap of unfavorable comparison, focusing on what we think we lack instead of recognizing our own strengths and accomplishments. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, we lose sight of our own goals and desires, get distracted from what truly matters, and focus on what we think we should have or achieve based on others' standards. This prevents us from moving forward on our own journey and achieving our individual goals. By eliminating comparison, we can cultivate gratitude for our own circumstances and celebrate our progress and growth. Remember that each person has their own unique way and individual circumstances, and comparing yourself to others is neither fair nor healthy. Each of us has different strengths, challenges, and life paths. Instead of comparing ourselves to others, it is more productive to focus on our own learning and personal development. 7. Conscious use of social media. Imagine for a moment that your life is a book filled with fascinating stories, learnings, and adventures. Now, think of social media as a library where millions of other stories are shared every second. Exciting, right? But here lies a subtle danger: constant comparison. As we flip through the glossy pages of these digital stories, we often find ourselves comparing our most challenging chapters with the highlight moments of others. This comparison, often unfair and unrealistic, can lead us into a cycle of dissatisfaction and envy. See how this can be harmful. With this in mind, it's essential to learn to limit our consumption of these digital stories. Imagine deciding to visit this digital library with a clear purpose. You enter, look for exactly what you need, whether it's connection, inspiration, or information, and then leave, returning to the reality of your own book, the book of your life. But how do you do this in practice? Start by defining specific times of the day to check your social media instead of getting lost in it at every moment, be it during breakfast, a break at work, or at the end of the day. This helps create a structure that prevents social media from dominating your time and thoughts. Another effective strategy is to question the intention behind each online interaction. Ask yourself, am I seeking something constructive here or just killing time? This reflection can help differentiate productive use from aimless, passive consumption. Moreover, it's crucial to recognize the signs that social media is negatively impacting your mood or self-esteem. If you find yourself feeling down after using these platforms, it might be time to take a break. Use this time to reconnect with activities that bring joy and satisfaction in the real world, like reading a book, engaging in a hobby, or simply enjoying nature. By adopting these practices, you not only protect your mental health, but also rediscover the beauty of your own story without the constant need for comparison with others' stories. Remember, each of us has a unique path to walk, filled with highs and lows, triumphs and challenges, and that's exactly what makes each story, including yours, so valuable and unique. And so, as we bid farewell to this topic, I invite you to reflect on how you can start writing the next chapter of your story today, with less influence from the digital world and more focus on what truly matters in your life. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and growth together. 8. Breaking free from the need for external approval. We live in a world where, often, a person's worth seems to be tied to others' perceptions. But today, I invite you to explore the liberation that comes from breaking free from this incessant search for approval. Imagine yourself on a stage, under the spotlight. Around you, a crowd of expectant faces, each with an opinion on how you should act, speak, and be. Can you see how suffocating this can be? Now, visualize yourself stepping off that stage and entering a peaceful and serene space, a place where the only opinion that truly matters is your own. This metaphor illustrates the importance of recognizing and valuing your own inner voice above the external noise. When we constantly seek approval from others, we hand over control of our happiness and self-worth to people who don't always understand our journey or our essence. But what if you could flip that script? Start by consciously identifying moments when you seek validation from others. Maybe it's a compliment at work, likes on social media, or even approval from a close friend or family member. Each of these moments is an opportunity to pause and ask yourself, why do I need this validation? What does this say about my self-esteem and self-worth? Once identified, the next step is to trust your own intuition and judgment. Trust is built through small, consistent actions. Start by making decisions, however small, based on your own beliefs and values, without seeking external validation. Gradually, you'll find that your confidence grows and your need for approval diminishes. Moreover, recognize your qualities and strengths. Keep a journal where you can list daily achievements, no matter how small. Celebrate these victories and reflect on how they contribute to your growth and journey. Surround yourself with people who genuinely support and encourage you. A healthy support network can provide a mirror reflecting your worth without needing to seek approval from those who don't truly know or understand you. Living authentically means aligning your actions, words, and beliefs with your true self, even if it means facing disapproval from others. This journey requires courage, but the rewards, inner peace, self-respect, and genuine happiness are immeasurable. By breaking free from the need for external approval, you reclaim your power, find joy in your own journey, and live a life true to your own values and desires. This transformation won't happen overnight, but with each step, you'll move closer to a life of authenticity and fulfillment. Remember, the most important approval you can ever receive is your own. 9. Maintaining privacy in relationships. Treat relationships as sacred spaces. When they end, keep the details private to preserve dignity and focus on your healing. Reflect on the lessons learned and move forward with grace and maturity. Relationships, be they friendships or romantic, hold an immense space in our lives. They are the landscapes where our deepest connections, joys, and sometimes sorrows play out. But what happens when these relationships come to an end? Often, there's a temptation to share the reasons, to seek validation, or to paint the other person in a certain light. However, I urge you to consider a different approach, maintaining privacy in these delicate matters. Imagine your relationship as a beautiful, intricate piece of art. When the time comes to part ways, this art should remain intact, untarnished by public opinions or gossip. The decision to end a relationship is personal and often fraught with complex emotions. Sharing intimate details about why it ended not only opens the door to external judgments, but also can prolong your own healing process. Keeping these details private allows you to process the end of the relationship on your terms, without external interference. Reflect on what happened and focus on the lessons learned. This reflection is a crucial step in healing and growth. What did the relationship teach you about yourself, your needs, and your boundaries? By maintaining privacy, you create a safe space for this reflection, free from the distractions and judgments of others. Moving forward with grace and maturity means accepting the end of the relationship with dignity. Avoiding the temptation to speak ill of the other person, even if they hurt you, is a sign of strength. It shows that you respect the time you shared and the growth you experienced, even if the relationship didn't end as you hoped. Keeping these matters private also helps preserve the dignity of all parties involved. Remember, every person you've had a relationship with has their own side of the story, their own reasons and feelings. By choosing to keep the details private, you respect not only your own privacy, but theirs as well. This respect is a testament to your maturity and your ability to move forward with a clear conscience. In conclusion, the end of a relationship doesn't have to be a public spectacle. By maintaining privacy, you honor the connection you once had protect your emotional well-being, and pave the way for a healthier, more respectful journey forward. Let's embrace the wisdom of keeping our most intimate experiences private and focus on the growth and healing that comes from within. 10. Letting go of unrealistic expectations. Recognize and detach from unrealistic expectations. Accept where you are in your journey, set realistic goals, and celebrate small victories. Embrace the beauty of the journey with all its imperfections. We live in a society that often pressures us to strive for perfection, whether it's in our careers, relationships, or personal achievements. However, these unrealistic expectations can become heavy burdens that weigh us down and prevent us from enjoying the present moment. Today, I invite you to explore the liberating practice of letting go of unrealistic expectations. Imagine a backpack filled with rocks. Each rock represents an unrealistic expectation you've placed on yourself. Now, think about how much lighter and freer you would feel if you started to take out those rocks, one by one. This metaphor illustrates the importance of recognizing and detaching from expectations that no longer serve you. The first step is to acknowledge where these expectations come from. Often, they are influenced by societal standards, family pressures, or even our own perfectionist tendencies. By identifying the source, you can start to question and challenge these expectations. Ask yourself, is this expectation realistic? Does it align with my values and goals? Once you've identified unrealistic expectations, the next step is to accept where you are in your journey. This acceptance doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or goals, but rather understanding that growth and progress take time. Embrace the present moment and recognize that where you are right now is exactly where you need to be. Setting realistic goals is a crucial part of this process. Break down your larger goals into smaller, achievable steps. This approach not only makes your goals more manageable, but also allows you to celebrate small victories along the way. Each small step forward is a triumph that deserves recognition and celebration. Celebrating small victories is essential for maintaining motivation and a positive mindset. Take time to acknowledge your progress, no matter how small it may seem. This practice reinforces the idea that you are moving forward, growing, and evolving. Embracing the beauty of the journey means appreciating the ups and downs, the successes and failures, the moments of joy, and the lessons learned from challenges. Life is a continuous journey of growth, and each experience, whether positive or negative, contributes to your personal development. Letting go of unrealistic expectations allows you to live more fully in the present moment. It frees you from the pressure to be perfect and opens up space for self-compassion, acceptance, and gratitude. By embracing the imperfections and uncertainties of life, you create a more fulfilling and authentic experience. In conclusion, the journey of letting go of unrealistic expectations is a path to greater freedom and joy. By recognizing and detaching from these expectations, accepting where you are, setting realistic goals, and celebrating small victories, you can embrace the beauty of your unique journey with all its imperfections. Let's walk this path together, with courage and grace, towards a more authentic and fulfilling life. 11. Avoiding gossip and negativity. Choose to distance yourself from gossip and negative talk. Plant seeds of positivity and empathy in your conversations. Surround yourself with positive influences and set an example for others by promoting a respectful and constructive environment. Gossip and negativity can be incredibly destructive forces in our lives. They create a toxic environment, damage relationships, and hinder personal growth. Today, I invite you to explore the empowering practice of avoiding gossip and negativity and cultivating a positive and empathetic mindset. Imagine a garden. Each word you speak is a seed planted in this garden. Gossip and negative talk are like weeds that can overtake and choke the beautiful flowers. On the other hand, positive and empathetic words are like nourishing seeds that help the garden flourish and grow. This metaphor illustrates the impact of our words and the importance of choosing them wisely. The first step is to consciously distance yourself from gossip and negative talk. This may involve changing the subject when a conversation turns negative, or politely excusing yourself from such discussions. By doing so, you set a boundary that protects your mental and emotional well-being. Planting seeds of positivity and empathy in your conversations is a powerful way to create a more uplifting environment. When you speak, choose words that uplift, inspire, and encourage others. Practice active listening and show genuine interest in what others have to say. Empathy is a key component of positive communication. It involves understanding and sharing the feelings of others and responding with kindness and compassion. By practicing empathy, you can foster deeper connections and create a more supportive and understanding environment. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is another crucial step. Seek out relationships with people who uplift and inspire you, and who share your commitment to positivity and growth. These relationships can provide a strong support network and help you stay focused on your goals. Setting an example for others by promoting a respectful and constructive environment is a powerful way to influence your surroundings. Your actions and words can inspire others to adopt a more positive and empathetic approach. Be a role model for kindness, respect, and understanding. In conclusion, avoiding gossip and negativity and choosing to cultivate positivity and empathy is a transformative practice that can greatly enhance your life and the lives of those around you. By distancing yourself from negative talk, planting seeds of positivity, surrounding yourself with positive influences, and setting a positive example, you can create a more respectful, constructive, and uplifting environment. Let's embrace this practice together and make a positive impact on our world. If you've made it this far, leave a comment to show your commitment to change. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Let's continue this journey of wisdom and growth together. Take charge of your life with the wisdom of history's greatest philosophers. Stoicism in the 21st century is your guide to resilience, well-being, and prosperity. Turn challenges into opportunities and create an authentic, fulfilling life by letting go of what doesn't serve you. Thank you for being part of our community.